Hello there, I'm the King of All. I'm here today to give a quick tutorial on a great, easy-to-use frontline opener for the game Beyond All Reason. This is designed to be simple to learn, but to still cover your bases with an excellent starting position to give you early game control. The build starts off with a placement of two metal extractors, followed by a solar panel, followed by another metal extractor. Then you place a second solar panel, followed by the bot lab. Then, if wind is viable on the map, you should place a single wind turbine within your commander's build range before targeting the lab to help make the constructor. This next 30 seconds is going to be shown at 200% speed, just so that way you can see the initial build being built out without having to watch it all at normal speed. Your build order for the bot lab, which can be queued at any point after lab construction has begun, is one constructor, followed by a pawn or grunt depending on your faction, then an additional constructor, then three more of either the pawns or grunts, followed by three rocket bots, and then queue an additional 10 more of either the pawns or grunts. Also, it's important to know that holding shift allows you to queue up multiple things at once using commanders or constructors, or to just with any unit to queue up multiple orders in a row is to hold down shift. Same with queuing up 5 units at once in the bot lab is if you hold shift. Once your first constructor is completed, have it target the factory. Then select your commander and have it begin to walk forward towards the front line. It is generally a good idea to have at least one metal extractor on the way to the front, as it allows you to have some extra metal without significantly delaying your arrival in the front lines. This is important because whoever makes it to the front first gets a significant advantage in dictating the course of the fight. Once you have your commander walking towards the front line, select both of your constructors as soon as the second constructor is done and assign them to build an advanced solar panel and then a build turret that is in range of both your factory and all 3 metal extractors at your base. As your commander is walking to the front, make sure you select him and have him build an advanced solar panel. Once your initial scouting is out in front of him and you know roughly what's there, by building that solar panel closer to the front lines, it allows you to have the additional energy needed to get your advanced solar and build turret online. While it's not necessary to build it out farther from your base, closer to the front, I've found that it tends to have the advantage of catching scouts that will see it and stop to attack the solar panel versus heading all the way to your base, or if your base gets wiped out, you still have some energy generation. Now, as your commander moves up to the front, you want to make sure you have some form of scouting in front of them, so that way you know what your commander is walking into. As you can see, I'm doing with my pawns here. The key is with your commander, you want to build 2 light laser turrets on the front line, followed by a radar tower directly behind them. And it's very important to make sure that you build the light laser towers where they can hit enemy mexes, because that way you deny the enemy the mexes that they would normally have access to, giving you a metal advantage. At around this point in the build, you want to make sure that you select your bot factory and select them very close to the front lines to allow all your bots that are, as they're getting constructed, to immediately move to the front lines. Once your initial build turret is complete, select one of your 2 constructors and have it continue to have it selected to support the factory, and then select your other constructor and have it select every single mech that your commander walked past that you're supposed to claim that's in your lane, all the way up to the front line. This will be your forward constructor. So while it will take quite a bit of time for your forward constructor to reach the front lines, this is a very safe, simple, low micro intensity method of taking care of all your mexes and having your constructor on the front line without sacrificing being on the front line early. The main priority at this point is to take your any pawns that you have on the front line here and to locate your opposition. Scout down, move down your pawns, see what's going on, and get actual eyes on the enemy without risking losing any of your pawns here. Now at this point, a very great simple strategy as you transition to whatever it is else that you want to do is to use the 3 rocket bots that you have walking up to the front lines to position them directly outside of the enemy light laser turret range, as 3 rocket bots has enough damage to out DPS a commander's ability to repair the turrets, meaning you can steadily push the enemies back. I hope you enjoyed this opening build tutorial for Beyond All Reason. I'll go into more detail on what you should be doing in early game combat in other videos. Once I have that up on the channel, I'll link it in the upper right. If this guide was helpful, please give me a like, and if you want to see any more of my tutorials or gameplay breakdowns, subscribe and click the notification bell. If you want to request a specific tutorial or need clarification on any points, comment below. I'll answer as many questions as I can. This is the King of All, signing off. And remember, it's never over till it's over.